Today we're going to learn a piece called In the Hall of the Mountain King. It's from this book, which is one of the old grade 1 books. It's a really good piece. I'm fairly sure you'll know it. It's one that has been used for a lot of things, including the Alton Towers adverts in the past. It uses some new techniques, including pizzicato, some fingered bass notes, and some flat notes on strings 2 and 3. I'm going to start from the end of this and work backwards. The last 2 lines are section 4, then we'll go on to lines 4 and 5, which are section 3. We'll go on to lines 2 and 3, which are section 2, and then we'll deal with line 1, which is the introduction, section 1. Now what I'd like you to do is to take 2 fingers on your left hand, put them at fret 4 on string 2 and string 3, and go string 2, string 3, string 2, 2, 3, 2. Now the notes you're playing there are E flat, B and E flat. When you've done that, you move both of those fingers back 1 fret, so you're doing the same thing on fret 3. So you're going E flat, B, E flat, then D, B flat, D. Play that with me, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to go back to the beginning of section 4. Easy notes. And then you stick that to the end. And now you can hear the tune. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you go on to the next 2 bars, it starts the same, but then you've got a high A and a high G, different notes to finish off the bar. Here are the second 2 bars of section 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do the whole of that line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going on to the next bit, a lot of it is the same. The only bit that's different are the last 6 notes. The last 6 notes go high A, high G sharp, E, high G sharp again, high B on fret 7, and high A. So those 6 notes go. You can use the same fingers as me if you want to, but make sure that you're playing those frets. The frets will be 5, 4, 0, 4, 7, 5. At the beginning of section 4, it says Acel sempre. That means start getting faster, keep getting faster. So we will be playing section 4 like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going back to section 3. These are on lines 4 and 5. And I want to look at the first 3 notes to start with. Low E, string 4 fret 2, low F sharp, string 4 fret 4, followed by G sharp, string 3 fret 1. They're a long way apart. That's the main trouble with those notes. There's nothing you can do about them. There's no easier way to play it. You just have to practice those 3 notes until you can play them accurately. When you're happy with that, see if you can go up the first 5 notes. E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B. Together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you can add the next 2 notes, another G sharp and a B. So, first bar of section 3. When you've done the B, G sharp, B, keep that G sharp finger, add another finger to the C with it, so that you go C, G sharp, C, then you lift that finger for B, G sharp, B. So playing the first 2 bars on section 3, it goes. The next 2 bars are very similar, it's just missing the last 2 notes. So here we go with the whole of line 4. And then line 5 is exactly the same thing again. We'll leave putting it all together till later. Now we're coming back to section 2. This actually uses the same tune as section 4. It's just on a lower set of notes. So we're going to start off with the first 5 notes of section 2, which are A, string 5, no frets, B, string 5, fret 2, C, string 5, fret 3, D, string 4, no frets, and E, string 4, fret 2. Those 5 notes, A, B, C, D, E. At the end of that, you'll have another C and an E. So the first bar will go like that. When you've done E, C, E, for the next bit, you're going to move that same pattern back towards the head in the same way as we moved backwards for the E flat, B, E flat onto fret 3. So E, C, E, move back, E flat, B, E flat. That's where you get it on the lower notes. And then you're going to move back one more time. Except you will find that that finger has run out of frets, so you're going to play an open D, and the whole of those 2 bars will go the next 2 bars start the same with the different ending on. So this time you're playing an ordinary A, G, low E, low C, E, G. And those 2 bars will go if we're playing the whole of line 2, it goes like this. Line 3 is exactly the same, so again we'll leave that till later to put it all together. And now we're back at section 1. What you've just played, that's all the main tune. Section 1 is the introduction, and it uses a technique called pizzicato here. Now, anybody who's played violin or viola, cello, double bass, they will recognise the term pizzicato. It means plucking the strings instead of playing with the bow like you usually would with a violin or cello or whatever. But we pluck the strings all the time. What we're doing when we play pizzicato is we're imitating the sound, mainly of a cello, because they're quite low notes. And because a cello has less resonance than a guitar does when you pluck the strings, what we're doing is cutting down the resonance of the string, so it makes a sound a little bit like a cello. This is how you do it. The first thing you're going to do is to take your right hand, and this nice soft part, the nice squishy part of your hand, is going to go in the bridge of your guitar like that, and then it's going to just lean over a little bit so it's sitting on the end of the strings. And if you play the string with your thumb, I'm doing string 5 here, you get a note with less resonance. That's an ordinary note, and you can hear with the pizzicato there's less resonance. I'm muffling the vibrations a little bit with the end of my hand. Practice playing the bass strings and string 3 pizzicato with your thumb. Don't use your fingers for it at the moment. What I want you to do is practice playing this with your thumb. You get the note, don't put your hand too far on, otherwise you lose the note. But the resonance is muffled. So the first 2 notes you're going to play in the first section are open A, string 5, no frets, and E, string 4, fret 2. You're going to play those 2 notes 6 times. And then you change to C, string 5, fret 3, and G. You play that pair of notes twice. So here's the whole of section 1, the introduction. 1, 2, 3, 4. When we play the whole thing through, there is a gradual crescendo from the beginning to the end. You'll start off pianissimo, very quiet. It goes to piano, which is quiet. Mezzo piano, medium quiet. Mezzo forte, medium loud. Forte, loud. And then on section 4, fortissimo, very loud, with that acel sempre, getting faster there, and a crescendo towards the end, so you get even louder. The other thing that you need to watch out for, occasionally there are staccato notes. Those are notes that are cut off quickly so that you don't let them ring. And here's a performance with some accompaniment so you can play along with it if you'd like to.